Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Ford v Ferrari. And this is definitely one of my most anticipated films coming towards the end of the year. And I also have a review for this out on Sif Pop, so you should go check that out as well. But James Mangold is one of those directors that I really appreciate, and I feel like doesn't get a whole lot of attention for how great he is at creating really accomplished, really enjoyable, and just plain great films like Walk the Line and Logan and 310 to Yuma. And him directing a film like this, focusing on the birth of really racing for Ford Motor Company and really looking at this relationship between this former racer turned car designer who doesn't really fit into the whole corporate role and connecting with this other racer who's belligerent and not easy to talk to and build relationships with, and seeing them go head to head with this corporate beast, Ford Motors. And this film is one of those classic kind of Hollywood blockbusters of just like a big Hollywood film, but is so great and in its 2.5 hours crafts an engaging, thrilling, and emotionally resonant story. And with so many characters that have so much charm to give. One particular character feels a little weak compared to the rest, and that's Josh Lucas's character. He's pretty by the numbers kind of antagonist. But there's so many characters in this that are so enjoyable, but also you can relate to, or just are so interesting to connect with and see on screen. And the performances are amazing. Matt Damon, and I saw some people complain just doing his Matt Damon thing. I feel like he really wasn't. And he really embodies this Carroll Shelby character, who's a real person, this Texan, and he really embodies that kind of swagger and hard-nosed, just like not going to take crap from people, but trying to balance like his own future. And I loved the chemistry that he had with Christian Bale, who plays Ken Miles, who's rambunctious and volatile British man who's funny and just mean and nasty sometimes too. And you even hear him speaking to his wife at one point, him not really being good with people. And Christian Bale captures that. And much like a role that Daniel Day-Lewis had in, say, Phantom Thread, the best parts of his performance are the little details, the facial expressions, how he interacts with things. His body language works so well in this film, and Christian Bale gives a great performance. Tracy Letts as Henry Ford II, or the Deuce, as Carroll Shelby would call him. He gives a very interesting performance that makes him extremely memorable and so great in this role. He has that presence and intimidation, but you see this softer side of him and these vulnerabilities. He's kind of like a big man-child at times. And John Bernthal is charismatic as always. And I loved Catriona Balfe, who plays Molly Miles, Christian Bale's wife, and she's great. She has great energy. There's particular scenes where she really carries some scenes, and it's really impressive. And Noah Jupe gives a nice child performance as Ken Miles' son, and their relationship's really endearing. Those are some beautiful moments throughout the film. And Remo Gironi as Enzo Ferrari has some great moments, and Ray McKinnon, who plays Carroll Shelby's like right-hand guy, he has some great moments, and he's a fun character that I really appreciated. But the thing is, the racing sequences in this are thrilling and amazing and so well shot. The music choices are great. The score by Marco Beltrami is not as big as some of his other scores, but it's really resonant and really captures the feel of the film. The sound design, the mixing, the editing is incredible, impeccable. You feel like you're there at this race, and I absolutely loved it from start to finish. And does it feel like it could be a little pedestrian, a little general, a little straightforward? Yeah, this isn't art house cinema, but it's great cinema. And I absolutely love Ford v Ferrari. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for supporting your Wasteland reviewer.